Hi boys and girls. So today what we're going to do is we are going to talk about a new artist, and our artist's name is Grade Mondrian, and I'm going to show you some of his artwork and a picture of him in just a minute. But I wanted to show you this picture here behind me. This is his artwork. This is called an abstract artwork, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But by the time we're done with this project, you're going to make an artwork that looks exactly like a Mondrian. Pretty cool, huh? Let's watch. Mondrian, and here's a picture of our artist Mondrian, and there's an artwork that he's made behind him. So we're going to talk about Mondrian for just a minute. Mondrian made a kind of artwork called abstract artwork. Abstract artwork is not about anything. It just uses lines, shapes, and colors, and that's what he did. And so we're going to look at some of his artworks today. The first artwork, I want you to notice some things about the artwork. The first thing that I want you to notice are the black lines. The lines go up and down and side to side. The ones that are side to side, these lines right here, those are called horizontal lines. These lines right here, because they follow the horizon. They go side to side or lay down flat. The other lines are vertical lines. These lines right here that go up and down. So he used black, horizontal, and vertical lines in his artwork. He also used 3 colors. The 3 colors are called primary colors. And primary colors are the colors that just naturally exist in nature. They are blue, red, and yellow. And notice the shapes that he used. He used 2 kinds of shapes. He used squares and rectangles, okay? Now, I want you to look at another one of his artworks, and it's very similar to the first one we saw. There is a little bit of a difference. There are some black boxes here, but in every single one of his artworks, he used the 3 primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. He used thick black lines to divide and make rectangles and squares. And he left some of the squares and rectangles white. He did that in all of his pictures. He made over 100 of these different artworks, and they look all about the same, but notice how each one is slightly different. What we are going to do, our first assignment, is we are going to make an artwork like Mondrian, and we're going to use some of the same techniques. Hi there at home. So what we need to do today is we need these objects. And if you don't have exactly these objects, we're going to try to find other things to make this work. The ideal, or what I would really like you to have, is some kind of black color tool, okay? You can have like a color pencil or a marker or a crayon. You need a pencil and a ruler. And if you don't have a ruler, then we can just use a straight edge, which is just like the edge of a book or something like that to help us make straight lines, okay? If you don't have a white sheet of paper, I'm gonna say this. I want you to make your artwork, instead of drawing it with an actual sheet of paper, I want you to do it with the tools on the computer in order to make this work, but you're gonna follow basically the same steps. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we are gonna start with those lines that go all the way across. Those lines are called horizontal lines. And I'm gonna start in my paper, and I'm just gonna make a couple of lines that go across. These are horizontal lines. They follow the horizon, okay? Like this. So I've got 2 lines that go across. Then we need those lines that go up and down. Those are called vertical lines. And I'll make one that goes all the way down my paper. And then maybe I just wanna make a little one just between 2 lines. Maybe I wanna make one between 2 lines here. Let's see what it looks like, okay? So that looks pretty good. I've got a really big space down here. Maybe I wanna break that up. Maybe I want another vertical line right here, okay? And then maybe I want another horizontal line. Let's do a horizontal line right about here, okay? Now yours doesn't have to look exactly like mine, but you're gonna need some lines that are vertical. Those are the ones that go straight up and down, and horizontal. And I would start with 2 horizontal lines all the way across to get you started, but then you can start to add some vertical or horizontal lines, however you think is best. Once you've drawn those with the pencil, then you're gonna go over them with a black mark making tool. And again, it could be like a marker or a colored pencil, something at home that you can draw with. If you don't have anything at all, we can just use it like this, or you can do it with a black color on your computer. But what I want you to do is to have some black lines. So we're gonna trace these lines at home so that they're nice and dark like Mondrian, okay? And I'm gonna turn my paper if I need to this direction. If you wanna do it this way, if that helps you to make it nice and neat, okay? If you're at home on the computer, sometimes it's hard to draw straight lines, but we wanna try to make them as straight as we can because that's what Mondrian did, okay? Now, we will continue to work on this. So I want you to save this today. Today, this is all we're gonna do. This is the first step. We're gonna make horizontal and vertical lines like Mondrian, okay?